Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To Madam Norhanim. So we are from Axíomá group. So today we're gonna present about bus ticketing system with multiple road suggestion. So without further ado, we're gonna proceed to the key peoples. So actually we have 6 people in this group. So we have Arif as a project leader, which is me. So next we have Bro Adam Yusri as a user interface and user experience designer. Okay, after that we have first test engineer, which is Bro Aqmal Daniel. Next we have Bro Amir as a project manager. Okay, after that we have Bro Zaliff as system analyst, and the last one we have second test engineer, which is Bro Aiman. So we jump into the table of content. So we have 4 content in this presentation. So for the first is introduction, next we have methodology, after that we have analysis and design, and the last one we have testing. So we proceed to the introduction part. So we have project background. Firstly, for some small bus operator, they cannot afford to build a system for their own online booking tickets. Next, customer must make sure that the bus that they are taking is bringing them to their destination. And the last one is customer also have to queue in order to buy the ticket, and it is sometimes difficult for those who are in hurry. Okay, next we're gonna jump into the problem statement. So the problem statement for the first is finding a route is a crucial aspect of the purchasing online bus ticket. Okay, next the customer will have to do a lot of searching on the internet or ask others to locate the exact path to their location. And next, reschedule features are also an important aspect of the online bus ticket purchasing system. And the last one is system efficiency. I think it's a compulsory things. Next we going to the objective. So we have 3 objectives in this project. So for the first is to create an online bus ticket booking system with many route options, and next to provide a web-based admin tools and a mobile app for users to order online bus ticket with different routes options, and the last one is to test the system developed. Okay, next we go into the scope. So we have 4 scope in these projects. So for the first, the administrator is in charge of the whole system. Okay, next the customer may order tickets, search routes, and reschedule their reservation. Okay, after that the administrator can examine a report on all transportation data, and the last one is it make it easier for the consumer or the customer to find roads and recommend the alternate route if direct bus are not available. So we're gonna proceed to the project significance. So we have 3 project significance in this project. So for the first, customer will benefit from the new system since it more convenient. Next, this will save customer time, money, and energy. And the last one is the simplicity, which to improve the income of the new system owners. So next we're gonna present into the methodology part, which is Bro Aiman will continue this presentation.
So next,
thank you.
I will continue about methodology. So in methodology, it's divided by 5 chapters, which is first, software process model, phases, Gantt chart, tools, and technique. So first of all, is the software development life cycle, which is or known as SDLC. Is the process of determining how an information system can support business needs, designing the system, building it, and delivering it to the users. Next, I will tell about the software process model that our group has used, which is the waterfall model. So the waterfall model is meet all requirements of the project, and the software process model consists of 5 different phases, where each of the processes contain its own deliverables. Next, I will tell about the 5 phases which is contained in the software process model, which is the first one is the problem statement. In the problem statement, we need to understand the requirements and the scope of the project. Next phases is analysis. In these phases, we need to decide whether the project is worth pursuing or not. And then the design phases, which is in these phases, we do the designing the FD, ERD, and the user interface. In implementation phases, we integrating the designs, unit, and information into a working program. And next is the last phases, which is the maintenance and security. We checking for bugs, errors, or crashes before publishing it. Next, this is our Gantt chart.
Next part is the Gantt chart of our project. As you can see, it consists of 4 different stages or phases, which are the problem analysis, design, implementation, and maintenance and security. The project started on week 5, and we have to submit all the project within week 15. Next is for the tools that we use in this project. The tools are divided into 2 types, which are the hardware and the software tools. For hardware tools, we are using a laptop that powers on AMD Ryzen 5 Central Processing Unit. It also have a total of 8GB RAM with a 512GB of memory in solid state drive. For the software tools, on the other hand, we use the Google Docs to write group reports because it allows us to have multiple editors at the same time. To design the user interface, we use Figma. It is a website or software that allows us to design user interface. To draw data flow diagram and entity relationship diagram, we are using Draw.io. To create this presentation slide right now, we are using the website Canva. To create the Gantt chart that I showed earlier, we use Google Sheets. There are several programming languages that we use in this project, which are HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and PHP. For the framework, we are using Bootstrap framework with the help of server XAMPP. And last but not least, we store all the data in MySQL database.
Analysis and design. For analysis, there are 4 things on it, which is the FD context diagram, the FD level 0, use case specification, and entity relationship diagram or ERD. Data flow diagram or DFD are used to graphically represent the flow of data in business information system. So this is our context diagram that show the general process of the bus ticketing system with the multiple route suggestion. So the user, our customer or administrator need to enter their username and password in order to access to the system. So if the customer does not have an account, they can register a new account, while the admin can enter the system too. For the administrator, after they log in to the system will show the dashboard and all information about the customer activities, such as booking bus tickets by the customer, date, time, and reschedule booking bus seat details. For the customer, after log into the system, they will enter to the search page and they can search destination that they want to go and routes they want to go through. And next, they can book the seat bus ticket and check the available seat on the bus they choose. And then they need to pay the booking for the bus ticket. So next, as you can see, this is our DFD level 0. So there are 7 processes on it and 2 entity, which is customer and administrator, and have 5 data store. So the first process in our DFD, which is the login and the register process. So it involves the system unique username and password, and it will be verified to pass through the user data store. And then the username and password are verified in the login and the register page, and then they will gain access to other process, and they will go to the search page for the searching available bus. So next, the second process, which is the searching for the available bus. So the customer will enter their location that they want to go, and the system will recommend a few available bus that will go to the destination. So the user will choose one of the buses to make a booking of the bus, and then the system will also suggest the routes from the data store routes. So for the third process, which is booking the ticket bus, after the customer has decided which bus they want to board, the system will show the interface of the available seat to the customer. So the customer need to choose which seat they want, and then after that the customer finish the booking of the seat. The system will take the customer information and the customer booking details, and it will be stored in the booking data store. So the next process is rescheduling ticket bus. So customer also can reschedule the ticket that they have bought in the system. So the customer will choose the ticket that they want to reschedule, and then the system will enable them to change the date of their travel. So the system also will show the availability of the seat on the day that the customer want to change the time of departure to. Then all of the data of the updated ticket bus will be stored in the booking data store. The updated bus ticket then will be sent back to the customer. And then for the fifth process, which is the administering system, the administrator will provide the bus station name, the bus route, and the timetable of the bus route to the system. The system will store the route information into the route data store. The next process is managing the report. So the administrator can view the report of the bus ticket booking, the reschedule of the bus ticket, and the cancel bus ticket. So the administrator can also download the report to be viewed everywhere. All the reports will be kept in the report data store, and the bus booking report will be sent to the customer for their record. And then the last process is the payment. So the payment can be made when the customer has confirmed the booking of the bus. The system will take the booking payment info and will keep the information into the data store called payment. So when the customer has paid the bus ticket fee, the payment receipt will be generated and be sent to the customer for their safekeeping. Use case specification is a textual description of the functionality provided by the system. It captures actor system interaction, that is, it specifies how a user interacts with a system and how the system responds to the user action. It is often phrased in the form of a dialogue between the actor and the system. So this is the use case specification that we get from the report that we refer. In this case, the administrator can view the report, which are booking details, cancelling bookings, and feedback from the customer. All of the information is recorded in the database. Therefore, when an administrator requests to view, the system will retrieve the information from the database and generate it for the report for the administrator to view. For the booking details, the administrator is able to filter by date and keyword search. The system will display the total bookings and the total payment from the system. Requirement description are used to describe the requirements and to make sure that all the requirements in the system are tested in the test protocol. So we have 8 functional requirements in our system, which is the first one is the system should provide users with the ability to register to the system, and then the system should provide users with the ability to log in with their username and password. Then the system should provide customer with the ability to search their desired bus routes, and then the system should be able to generate multiple route suggestion if it does not have the direct bus, and so on. And then for the non-functional requirement, we have 4 of it, which is the first one is performance, then operational, security, and the cultural and political. So this is our user requirement. It show all of the 7 process on our system, and the user with their function of the process. Next, this is all of our software requirement that we use. Then this is the hardware requirement that we use for the system. Entity relationship diagram, or ERD, is a type of structure for use in database design that contain different symbols and connectors that visual to important information, which is the major entities within the system scope and the interrelationship among the entities. So as you can see, this is our ERD of the bus ticketing system with the multiple route suggestion. So based on the ERD, the relation between the 5 entities, which is the report, user, booking, payment, and routes. So there are many things in the system that users can do. One of the things is the relation will exist if the user search for the available bus and the destination that they want to go, and then the system will show the availability of bus seat tickets for users to choose. Next, the relation will exist if the user books the ticket bus using the system. And then next, if the user wants to check the report of the bus seats tickets, one user info can be related with the many booking bus seat ticket, as the user can book available seats in the ticket bus as many they want. After that, the relation will exist if the user confirms to book the bus seat ticket and proceed to the payment segment. And one booking info can be related to many booking bus seat ticket, as the user can check and browse the availability of the routes to the destination. And one routes info can be related to many booking seat info. Then one user info can be related to the bus seat ticket reported in the system. And the last one is one data regarding booking bus ticket details is related to many payment details, and one data payment info can be related to many booking info.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And my name is Aqmal bin Muhammad Taqiyuddin. So we will continue with the testing. So the first one is test case for login and registration. So we have 3 test case. The first one is customer login with correct username and password. So the expected output is login is completed and user will be directed to the customer homepage. Next, as administrator login with correct username and password, the expected output will be login is completed and user will be directed to the admin homepage. And the last one is customer register with correct personal information. So the expected output is register is completed and customer will be directed to the customer login page. So for the 3 of test case for login and registration, the test result show the pass. So next we will go to the test case for searching available bus. There are 1 test case, that is customer input the desired destination and date, and the expected output is the available bus with detail are displayed by the system. So the test result is pass. And next, test case for booking ticket bus. So we have 2 test case. First is customer choose the desired bus based on their destination and time. The expected output will be the system will direct the user to select seat for the bus. And the second is customer choose the seat on the bus. and the expected output will be the system will highlighted the selected seat, and the test result show that 2 of the test case pass. So next we will go to the test case for rescheduling bus ticket. We have 3 test case. First one is customer press the my account button. The expected output will be the system will display the option for different function including the rescheduling bus ticket function. Next, customer click on the reschedule ticket button. So the expected output will be the system will display the ticket that can be rescheduled. And the last one, customer click on the available bus ticket that can be rescheduled. And the expected output will be the system will direct the user to enter the location and new date. And the test result show pass. So next we will go to the test case for administer system. So there is one test case. There is administrator can view the bus route, bus schedule and bus station. So the test result show pass. The expected output will be the system will bring the administrator to the search page. So next test case for administer system. We have 2 test case. First one is customer can view the report of bus ticket booking, and the second one, the administrator can review the booking report, the schedule booking report and cancel bus ticket. So the test result show that the test case has passed. So last one is the test case for payment. We have 3 test case. There is customer click on the payment button after finish booking a bus ticket. So the expected output, the system will direct the customer to the payment page. Next, customer choose one of the available online banking site to pay for the bus ticket. And for the expected output, the system will direct the customer to the chosen bank page. And the last one is the customer completed the payment for the bus ticket booking, and the expected output will be the system will generate a report and send it to the customer. So all of the 3 has passed the result. I think that's all for testing. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning or maybe good afternoon to all the lecturers and my dear friends. So today my name is Muhammad Adam Bisri bin Muhammad Nazir, and I will guide you through our system that is online bus system. So when we on the first page of the system will show is the logo and the name of the system. So after a few seconds of delay, the system will bring to the user to the login page. So here, as you can see on the screen, there's the 2 options that user can choose. It's either to log in as user or maybe to log in as admin. So let's continue with the first option, which is as the user. So to do that, just press the user button, and they will be greeted with 3 more options, which is to log in, search or feedback. So the login page just making the user to either create an account or just log into the account to continue for booking for buses. So we just click on login, for example here. So the login here will show the username and password. So when the user already have an account, they can put their username and their password, and they are ready to booking a bus ticket. So what if the user doesn't have an account? To make an account, you can see on the bottom of this interface, it says that don't have an account, click here to register. So what the user need to do, just press this button over here, and it will bring the user to register interface. So here, to make an account, the user need to enter all the details that the system wants. So if you can see here, the username, the email, the phone number, and password and confirm password already be entered by user, and then press register. So you will get the little notice that the account has been registered, and the user will be directed back to the login page. Right, so now the user has been set with an account. We can continue with entering the name and username and password. Alright, so when the user already entered the correct name and password, just press enter, and the user will be directed into the search bus function. Here, the user has few things to insert here. For example, from where they are going to board the bus, their destination and date. Yeah. So for example here, so the user is from Batu Pahat, and where the user want to go, the user want to go to Kulim Kedah, and what the date of the departure, right? 15th of July, right? So the user press the search button, and the system will list out the buses that are available and the prices that are is the ticket is. So we can also see some short, maybe some not so detailed information, but there's a departure time, arrival time, and where the bus is going. So they also include the name of the bus. For here is Mayasar Express and maybe Samoa Express. So for example, a user want to buy from the Mayasari Express, so just press the buy button here. Once the user press the buy button, it will bring the user to choose your seat. Yeah, so alright, so here the user need to choose their desired seat. Okay, so for example, if the user want to sit on C3, so the user just need to click on C3. And what if the user change he or she's mind? So what if they doesn't want this seat anymore? Maybe they choose another seat. So they just can click on the C3 to deselect the seat and choose another one. For example, B5, right? So here they are already satisfied with their choice of seat. So they just press next. Right, here the system will generate a summary of ticket on which the user has select with their information. So when the user think that is the correct, and also there's a total payment that they need to pay, so the user pressing the pay now button. Here the user can pay through various banks that has been listed on the system. So after a few minutes, after the user has done the payment, a receipt will be generated. So here the receipt will list out the name, all the personal information, and about the destination, about the departure time, arrival time, and the bus company, signal, and total payment. So the user can either save this or view it in the user menu that we will cover after this. So moving back, when pressing the back, it will bring us back to the login the three function that we saw earlier on this presentation, where there's a three option: login, search, and feedback. Alright, so there's another thing on the login page. When user log in, there's my account function here. When user click on my account, there's a few things that user can do. For example, edit their profile, or maybe change their password, or check their booking and reschedule their booking. There's also a big red button down there is for logout, so that the user will be logged out of their system of their account. Alright, so let's first look at the edit profile functions. Here the user can put new usernames and new phone number, or maybe new email. Right, so after they put all their new personal informations, they can press save and it will bring back to my account. So how about to change password? Just click on the change password, and the user will ask the user to enter the new password, enter the old passwords and enter the new passwords. Right, so then the user just need to hit the save button. So on the third options, or the third button, there is a my booking button. So here, when the user click this button, the user can see the booking information of the bus ticket that they have already done. So here we can see the departure time, arrival time, the seat and the date, and the most importantly the destination. From here we are settled at Batu Pahat to Kulim, so it's stated in your bid so that the user cannot miss it. Right, back into the reschedule. So you can say if the user does have a difficulty at that time, so you can click on the reschedule and the system will show the ticket that available to be rescheduled. Here you can see that the ticket that the user already booked, so that can be rescheduled. Right, so just click on the ticket and it will bring back to the search function. So here user need to enter the destination the user are from and to where they want to go, and also the date, the new date. So example here the last date are 15th of July, so here is 25th of July. So search for the available bus, and there will be stated which bus there. So here we can see that there's a Mayasari where the price are quite low than the other one. So when the user want to buy this one, we'll be back to the seat. Right, so here the user can select their seat if really they want this one or the other one, this one. So what if the user doesn't want this seat? Just unclick it and just skip another seat. So press next and the ticket summary will be generated by the system and the user have to pay. Yeah, here just click on one of the bank here, and after the payment has been done, the receipt will be generated by the system here. Right, so that's on the last function, that is the logout function. So when just press logout, it just bring back here, so it's just the same as pressing another logout function. So we're moving on to the second button here that we can see on the screen, that is the search function. So search function is consists of two search. It's either advanced search or basic search. So basically advanced search is asking for the user to make an account with the system or and to continue with their booking process, while basic search just making the user to view is there any available buses without and the user cannot book any ticket with this basic search. So just look at the advanced search where the advanced search just asking for user to enter their username and password, and just like the same you will search for bus. Alright, so for basic search, it's just almost the same as advanced search, but there's a difference, little difference for this basic search. So enter the destination and where the user are from, and also enter the date. Yeah, so here this just gonna give the user just a very simple information. So for example, there's only departure time and the way that the bus go. For example, from Batu Pahat to Kulim. That's all. They also provided the total fee of the ticket, but the user cannot do much from here because they cannot even book, because it's just a basic search and they need an account to continue with their with their account to continue booking for a bus ticket. Right, so here there's another button that is called a feedback button. Here if the user want to express their their suggestion, or maybe to do a report or something to the developer of this system, or maybe to the company of buses or something, they can leave their feedback here. So after they leave their feedback, they can click enter and the system will send the feedback back to the developer. Alright, that's all for user function. So there's another function that's login for admin. So when we are pressing login as admin, same like user, the admin need to have a username and password, but quite different for user. The admin already have an account, so they doesn't need to create another account. Right, enter the name and passwords, and the admin will be directed to the dashboards of admin, where there's a three button that we can see on the screen. That is the report of bus booking, report of scheduled ticket, and report of cancelled bus ticket. The system here show the number of each report on each category. So each of the button can be pressed. So for example, if you want to look at the report of bus booking, just press on the report of bus booking, and there's a list of bus booking that has been successfully made. For example, here there's number one here, there's name, there's a departure time, there's arrival time, seat and dates, and the admin can also download the file to be viewed everywhere offline. So about the report of rescheduled tickets. Pressing the report of rescheduled bus tickets, the system will show the before rescheduled tickets, so and the after rescheduled tickets. So for example, here we just see that here, for example, here name, departure time, arrival time, seat, where the users change their seats, and the user also change their departure time, the departure date. Or for example, he is 15th of July and he is 25th of July. So the admin also can download this file to be viewed. And the last things on the admin dashboard is report of cancelled bus tickets. Here you can see the report of cancelled bus ticket, where for example here there's a person here who cancelled the bus ticket from Batu Pahat to Seremban, and the name, the arrival time, the seat and the dates, and the status that had already been successfully cancelled. Right, so for most of this is all the functions that our system provided. So I would like to thank you to all the listeners, especially our lecturer, for hearing my presentation about our prototype of our project. So I would like to thank you again for listening. Thank you very much, and I will end my presentation of our prototype here. Thank you very much.